Hello, welcome to the life of Liam and Noah, two brothers ready to start their day. Liam is heading to school and has no idea which bus he's going to take. Here is an holographic display board so that he knows which bus he can take. Without losing time, Liam is now heading to the bus station. Oh, he forgot to pay his bus ticket online. Thankfully, the holographic display bill exists. As you can see, the security officer sees something fishy. He wears his portable device to detect what is wrong. Liam likes to play games. The hologram display board is entertaining him while he's waiting for his bus. Looks like we've got a tourist on board. Unfortunately, there is some communication issues. He shares his homework onto the screen where he uses hand gestures to edit his work. Liam sends his brother his live map tracker. Noah receives the notification and now he may proceed his day happily. Now we are going to analyze and critique the different design concepts and principles implemented in our video. Firstly, we have Hands and Space, Bodies and Displays by John Underkoffler. This shows that we can interact naturally with interfaces by using hand gestures as well as body movements. This concept has been placed thrice in our visual. Secondly, a virtual display board has been implemented in the visual. Liam uses hand gesture to play online games virtually with his friend. When he presses on the button, there is a virtual display holographic board that appears. Through hand gestures, he can interact and play. Liam is touching his wearable device that will indicate him which bus he needs to take to get to his destination. He uses his index finger to receive the information from his wearable device. And then the information is sent by using hand gesture and displayed on the wearable device of his brother, Noah. Secondly, a virtual display board has been implemented in the visual. Liam uses hand gesture to play online games virtually with his friend. When he presses on the button, there is a virtual display holographic board that appears. Through hand gestures, he can interact and play. Thirdly, Liam is viewing his work onto his wearable device. He swipes his index finger vertically to move the work onto the bus screen and performs his task, which means that he uses his index finger to click and display the virtual board. Visibility by Don Norman has been critiqued through the visual. There is a loss of user control in terms of the visibility of the typography. This leads to readability problems as the typography implemented is not legible enough. Secondly, there is constraint. Users may feel confused with the information being displayed on the wearable device. Affordance also has been critiqued. Through the analysis, the user has faced a slight issue, as the holographic game display button was at the top, and he had to do efforts in order to touch it. As proposed improvements, we can change the typography into a sans serif, which is a more professional one. We can also show the bus routes into different colors in order not to create confusion, as well as place a logical symbol such as a button that is easy to interact with naturally and which is understandable. The second concept is agency, aesthetic into acceleration. Liam uses his card to pay his bus ticket. It shows a user-friendly technology and he is pleased after doing so. Secondly, Liam is interacting through the digital screen. He uses hand motions to play with his friends and simultaneously receives updates about his ranking and position. For our critique, feedback has not been taken into consideration properly, as the user did not receive any notification after paying his ticket. Secondly, constraint has been taken into consideration but needs further improvements so as to minimize the risk of creating confusion for the user. For our proposed improvements, we have seen that the payment card should change color in order to indicate that the payment has been accepted. Secondly, the principle of constraint by Normans has been seen. In order to avoid too much information available, its amount should be minimized. Our third concept is data mobility and portable pixels. According to John Underkoffler, this is viewed as allowing data and media which is being displayed. It can be moved and manipulated across multiple screens without any effort. As demonstrated in the video, the user is able to control the interface. The principle of visibility has been properly used, as the security knows what to do next. Also, constraint has been considered, as the right amount of information has been used in order to avoid confusion for the security. Our fourth concept is plurality, human screens and input. The user can manipulate data onto the screen. Simultaneously, access of various users are enabled seamlessly through the use of data input modalities. The 3D game has been virtually placed into the bus depot, as well as the users can play the game within a collaborative setting despite not being physically there. The users do not face limitations while manipulating through the screen. The anticipatory design by Tognazini has been considered. The interfaces are automatically linked to the game and its information is being displayed onto the 3D board. Also, there is the explorable concept. The user's interface is displaying all the information onto one screen. There is no reversible action or end to do process. For further improvements, the user interface design could enhance user-friendliness and comprehensive user experience in order to fully analyze the interface and comprehend how the user interface works. To conclude our visual, Underkoffler's principles for future user interface design have been well implemented in our futuristic visual of Ozil bus station. In our visual, we have done it to leverage future user experience for people to be more naturally interactive with technology. This interpretation of video has been well designed for the future of user interface. However, further improvements can be made to enhance the user experience based on the principles of the Norman as well as Tognazini. Thank you very much.